Well, pressure is mounting in the British government, on the British government, that is, to confirm that it will carry out a judge-led inquiry into its involvement in torture and rendition. This came following the publication of 2 reports into the subject by the Intelligence and Security Committee. Press TV's Amina Taylor has more.
It's crunch time for the Prime Minister as she faces urgent pressure to move forward with a judge-led probe into the role of Britain's intelligence services and their complicity in the torture and the rendition of suspected terror subjects. Sir Alan Duncan had promised that a decision would be made within 60 days of the date of the Intelligence and Security Committee, the ISC reports, but so far there's been no official follow-up. The reports found the UK had planned, agreed or financed 31 rendition operations. There were 15 occasions when British intelligence officers consented or witnessed torture. The intelligence agencies supplied questions to be put to detainees who they knew or suspected were being tortured on 232 occasions. The UK government has so far provided compensation to high-profile dissidents like Libyan Abdel Hakim Belhaj and his wife, who'd been handed over to the authorities for torture. Binyan Mohammed and Mozam Beg complained of similar treatment and were later compensated. The call for a fulsome probe is now growing.
It is very, very disturbing that instead of allowing this justice to prevail, the current Prime Minister Theresa May is actually blocking access to some of these individuals.
The issue of torture and rendition is simply not one for only the Conservatives to solve. After all, the bulk of the atrocities took place when Tony Blair was Prime Minister and Jack Straw was his Home Secretary. But Theresa May and her frontline ministers have a real opportunity here to address the issue, ask serious questions and perhaps make restitutions where needed. But time is running out.
One of the reasons why they would block these inquiries is to ensure that more information is not leaked to the public, because this is just a tip of the iceberg of what the committee has been able to find, despite the restrictions. So you can imagine the amount of disclosures that the government would be exposed to.
Without a transparent judge-led inquiry, moving forward from this dark period for the UK may just not be possible. Amina Taylor, Press TV, London.